Hello and welcome to Soft Papers YouTube channel. In this video I will be solving mathematics paper from Cambridge Primary. I'm solving paper 2 of April 2018. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below and hit the bell icon. This way you will be notified every time I upload the videos that I'm currently working on. And without much ado, let's get started. Question number 1. Write 4076 in figures. 4076, you add this and you will get a figure of 4076. So the figure is 4076 in figures. Question number 2. Here are some scales which show the mass of a letter. What is the mass of the letter? Looking at the scales, you read the scale correctly. The scale is starting from 0 to 50. Between 0 and 50 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions. Every division in this scale is 10. Therefore, look at where the pointer is. You count from 100. 110 is there, 120, 130. So this point here is 130. So the mass of the letter is 130 grams. Question number 3. Here are some number cards. We have 10, 20, 40, 50, and 70. Use each card once to make each side of a diagram total 120. All right. So we have 60. So we need to use two cards to get to 160. So 120 minus 60 gives us, take away 60 gives us 60. We don't have 60 in this number of cards, but we have 50 and we have 10. Also we have, which can total to 60. So 50 plus 10 will give us 60, or even 20 plus 40 will give us 60. Choose whichever one you want to use, but you will also be guided by this other column here. 80 plus 30 will give us 80 plus 30 will give us 110, but we should have a card right here which should give us 120. So 120 take away 110, so the card should be 10. So the card right there should be 10. So basically means that now the 50 card should go right there. We have 30 here. 30 plus some card here and some card here should give us 120. And therefore we have 30 plus 70. 30 plus 70 will give us 100. And therefore here we should have a card that should give us 120. So 100 plus 20 should give us 120. So this is going to be 70 right there, and here we'll have 20. What card should we have such that when we add 60 plus 20 plus the card should give us 120, right here, plus x should give us 120. Therefore x is 120 minus 80. 60 plus 20 is 80. This will give us a card of 40. So we should have 40 right there. So each additions along the rows and the columns are giving us 120 Good. Number 4. Here are some statements about odd and even numbers. Join each statement to the correct answer. One has been done to you. When you add two even numbers, e.g. 2 plus 2, you should get 4. 4 is an even number, correct? What about if you subtract an even number minus odd number? E.g., let's have 8 minus 5. 8 is an even number, 5 is an odd number. What does it give us? It gives us 3. So an even number minus odd number gives us an odd number. Odd number plus even number. Example, we have odd number 3 plus even number 2. What does this give us? 5. 5 is an odd number. So even number plus an odd number gives us an odd number. Odd number minus odd number. 5 minus 1. 5 is an odd number, 1 is an odd number. This gives us 4. Therefore, odd number minus odd number gives us even number. Very well. Numbers 5. Numbers 5. Here are 4 digits, digit cards. Use these cards to make fractions equivalent to 0.5. 0.5 is the same as half, and half, if you multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same factor, half times 1 times 2 gives us 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. This is also the same as 1 times let's say 3 gives us 3. 1 times 2 times 3 gives us 6. So these are all equivalent, and therefore we have 2-digit card and we have 4-digit card. So the 2 cards that can give us a fraction equivalent to 0.5 are 2 and 4. Question number 6. Class 4 did a survey of the different ways students came to school. Here are the results for week 1 and week 2. Week 1 and week 2. We are told that this kind of drawing represents 5 students. The same kind of drawing in week 2 represents 10 students. Given students who walked, who traveled by bus, car, and bicycle for both week 1 and week 2. Question number 1 is, how many students walked to school in week 2? Okay. In week 2, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 diagrams full. So that should be 4 times 10, giving us 40. Then we have a half. So a half, that is 0.5 times 10, should be 5. And therefore 45 should be the number of students that walk to school in week 2. So 45 right there. 6b, we are told that Rajiv says more students came to school. More students came to school by bicycle in week 1 than in week 2. Explain why E is wrong. Go back to our data. In week 1, students who went by bicycles were 3 times 5. This gives us 15 students walked cycle to school in week 1. And in week 2, we have 2 times 10 right there. So 20 students in week 2 cycled to school. And therefore, Rajiv saying that more students in week 1 and than in week 2 cycle to school is not correct. And therefore, we can explain that by saying that in week 1, 15 students. Week 1, 15 students cycled to school. While in week 2, 20 students cycled to school. Seven. Look at the number triangle. The number in the square, this number right here, is the total number is the total of the numbers in the circles on either side. For example, 1 plus 4 gives us 5, which is right there. 1 plus 2 gives us 3, which is right there. And likewise here, 4 plus 2 gives us 6, which is right there. That is correct. We are told complete the triangle using the same rule. And therefore, we should add 223. We add 249. And when we do that, we'll get 274. So right here we have 472. On the other side, we have this is the central number, the number that is gotten by adding this number and this number which is missing here. Let's now find this number here. So this number here is obtained by taking away 249 from 476. And when we do that, we'll get 7 right there. Remaining 6 minus 4 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is 2 to 7. Therefore, to get this number, we add 2 to 3. We add 2 to 7. This gives us 0, 5, 4. So this number here is 450 right there. Question 8. Here is a plan of a village. Got the compass here. What is the question? Complete the instructions to show how to get from school into the park. Into the park. The school is right here. The park is at that point. Therefore, the first one has been done for us. To north from school, move 1 to north. From school, from 2, we move again 1, 2, 3, but east. So this will be 3 east. From 3 east, we are moving 1 north, and then we move 1, 2, 3. We arrive at the park. So this is 1 north, and then 3 east. 3 east. Question number 9. Students from class 5 record temperature during the day at school. Here are their results. Of course, time and temperature, starting from 9, suppose 9 o'clock up to 2 in the evening, in the afternoon. The temperature record there. We are told that the temperatures are plotted on this line graph. You can see the line graph right there. We are told to complete the graph. Of course, we can see from 9 the temperature was 7. Supposed to read this the axis, the scale of the axis correct. Each one of the small square is 1 on the x-axis, and then on the y-axis, and then on the x-axis we have 9 to 10. We have 10 small squares, and of course it basically means one small square is, let's say, some minutes. Therefore, from 10 to 10, the temperature was at 10. The temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. You come to x-axis 10 m, then 10 degrees Celsius right there. At 11, temperature was 13 degrees. You come there, you count from 10, 1, 2, 3, get to 13. Then at noon, the temperature was 15. You come at noon, temperature is 15. Temperature is 15 right there. Then at 13 o'clock, that is 1, the temperature was 20. 20 is right there. Then at 1400 hours or 2 p.m., the temperature was 18. So 18 is, this is 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is right there. So can use a straight line. Can use straight line here. You will draw from here to there, then draw from here to here, then draw from here to there, and you are done. Question number 10. Draw a ring around all the square numbers in this list. Square numbers. Square numbers is a number, when you multiply by 8, you get the answer. 8 is not a square number, but 16 is a square number. You can multiply 4 times 4 to get 16. That's a square number. 20 is not a square number. 36 is a square number, which you get by multiplying. Square is 6. This basically means 4 squared. This means 6 squared. 45 is not. 54 is not. 6 is a square number. You get by multiply 8 times 8, which you get 8 squared. And therefore, ring around 6, around 36, 16, around 36, and around 64. Question number 11. Question number 11. Round the answer to each of these calculations to the nearest whole number. And 24.6 times 8. The nearest whole number is 197. If you do the calculation correct. 348 divided by 7.5. The nearest whole number you will get is 46. 1591.5 divided by 17. The nearest whole number you get is 300. And 471.9 times 9.1. The nearest whole number you get is 4294. An example of 24.6 multiplied by 8. Long multiplication here, if you don't mind. So 8 times 6, you get 48. Carry 4. 8 times 4 is 32. So you add 2 plus 4, you get 6. Carry 3. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 3, you get 19. Therefore, you round off this to the nearest whole number. And therefore, this will give us 197 as the nearest whole number. So likewise, you do the operation for each other, and then, of course, you round it off to the nearest whole number. If the number is 0.5 or greater, you increase. If the number is 0.4 or lower, you don't increase, don't round up, don't round up. Number 12. Aiko feeds penguins at the zoo. I've got 2 penguins there. For every 5 fish, a mother penguin is fed. Baby penguin is fed 2 fish. Aiko feeds the mother penguin 20 fish. How many fish does Aiko feed the baby penguin? So the ratio here is 5:2. And therefore, if you have 20, then what is x? Such that 20 divided by x gives us 20 and x gives us the ratio of 5:2. So you can reason that 5 is 20 and 2 will be what? And then you cross multiply. What you get here is 20 times 2 divided by 20 divided by 2 times 2 divided by 5. This should give us 40 divided by 5, which gives us 8. So the baby penguin is fed 8 fish. Question number 13. 74 boys sleep in a tent at a camp. Each tent holds 9 boys. How many tents are needed? To get this question, you need to divide 74 divide by 9. 74 divided by 9. Of course, you'll get 8. 8 times 9 gives us 72. So we have a remainder of 2 here. So basically means that you will need 8 tents. 8 tents to hold 72 boys. But there are 2 boys which are not able to fit in the 8 tents. So you will also require a tent for the 2 boys. So a tent is required. Another tent for the 2 boys. So in total, therefore, 9 tents will be required. So the answer is 9. Question number 14. A piece of string. A piece of string is 1650 centimeters long. It is cut into 2 unequal pieces. One piece is 150 centimeters longer than the other. How long is the smaller piece? Right? Therefore, if it is 1 centimeter longer than the other, and then of course to get the answer, we first take away the length which is longer than the other from 1650. Okay, when you do that, you're going to get 1,500, and we divide now this 1,500 by 2. So 1,500 divided by 2. This should give us 750. So the smallest piece will be 750 centimeters. You might be interested to know what is the longest piece, how long is the longest piece, and the longest piece will be 750 plus 150 because it is 150 longer than the other, and this should give us 900 centimeters for the longer piece. Of course, that is not required, but in case a question comes in the future in that sense, you need to know what to do. Number 15. Number 15. 15A. Change 33.4 meters to centimeters. We know that 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters, and therefore 33.4 meters will be equivalent to 33.4 times 100. This should give us 3340 centimeters. So 33.4 meters is equivalent to 3340 centimeters. B, change 33 centimeters to meters. We have already said that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So to change 33.4 centimeters to meters, we need to divide by 100. So 33.4 divided by 100. This should give us 0.334 meters. So 33.4 centimeters is equivalent to 0.334 meters. Question number 16. The diagram shows a fair spinner with 10 equal-sized sections, 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. Equal-sized section. Each section is labeled with a number 1 to 10. Anastasia spins the spinner. Part A. The question is, tick the word that describes the probability of each event. Tick the word that describes the probability of each event. We are told, don't forget, we are told the spinner is a fair spinner. So basically meaning each number is likely to occur, and therefore Anastasia spins a number smaller than 8, and therefore that is likely to occur because a number smaller than 8 is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, and the spinner is a fair spinner. Therefore, that is likely to occur. Anastasia spins a number that is multiple of 12. Of course, we know that multiples of 12 is 12 times 1 gives us 12. 12 times 2 gives us 24. We do not have either of these. Of course, you can continue multiply by 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Therefore, we do not have multiples of 12. The greatest number that you can get here is 10. Of course, so this is an event that is impossible, not unlikely, impossible. Part B, give an example of an event connected with this spinner that has even chance of happening. Give an example of an event connected with this spinner that has an even chance of happening. There are a number of scenarios here. For example, even chance of happening, can say getting an even number, even chance of happening. We have 5 even numbers, so each one of those even numbers have got an equal chance of happening. Question number 17. Match the fractions with the equivalent percentage. Percentage is numbers expressed to 100, and therefore the first one has been done for us. A half times 100, this gives us 50%. Likewise, we do the same. 2/10 of 100, this should be equal to 20%. So you draw a line from that to 20. 68 divided by 100 of 100. Of course, this 100 and this 100 will cancel because one is denominator, the other one is a numerator. This one will be 68%. Therefore, this should be that. Then 3/4 of 100. This should give us 75%. So 75%. 3/4 is 75% right there. Number 18. These calculations show the factors of 10. Okay. Which calculations, write calculation to show the factors of 42. Factors of 42. Factors are the products, are the numbers by which you multiply by 42 to get a product. So I can say 1 times 42 is 42, right? 2 times 42 gives us 84. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Factors basically means now 2 times 21 should give you 42. 3 times 14 should give you 42. 4 times 7 should give you 42. How do you get these factors? To get these factors, you can just go in this way. So 42 divided by 1 gives us 42. 42 divided by 2 gives us 21. 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3 gives us 7. Okay, this is 6. Not so. Factors of 42 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can multiply this one. You can multiply 2 and 3 to get 6. So factors of 42 is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, and 42 itself. Question number 19. Complete the following. 40 times 50. 40 multiplied by 50. This will give us 2000. And what number do we multiply by 100 to give us the same number, 2000? To get that, we need to divide 2000 by 100. And of course, you cancel the zeros. So the number is 20. So 20 times 100 is 2000. 40 times 50 is 2000. Very well. Next one, 300 times 60. 300 multiplied by 60. This will give us 18,000. And what number do we multiply by 18,000 to get, what number do we multiply 200 to get 18,000? To get the number, we need to divide 18,000, divide by 2,000. You cancel the zeros. So this will be 180 divide by 2. Actually, this is divide by 2, and therefore this should give us 90. So the answer here is 90. 90 times 200 gives us 18,000. 300 multiplied by 60 gives us 18,000. Question number 20. Question number 20. Here are two 1 centimeter dot grids. Join dots. Join dots. These are two. Okay, that is for A and for B. 1 centimeter dots grids. The distance from here to here is 1 centimeter. Okay, well, that's what it means. Join dots to draw a rectangle with perimeters 12 centimeters. Of course, perimeter is the distance around the rectangle. Perimeter is the distance around the rectangle. So x plus y should be, of course, 2x plus 2y should be equal to 12 centimeters. Therefore, 2x is, so we can do 4 here, do 4 dots, then 3 dots down here, 3 dots, 4 dots, and 3 dots. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 centimeters. This is 1, 2. This is 2 centimeters. 4 centimeters. 2 centimeters. So 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. They should give us 12. They are right. Part B. Join dots to draw a rectangle with an area of 12. With an area of 12. Area is equals to length multiplied by width. Therefore, to get 12, we can either have length of 6 times 2. This will give us 12. Or we can have a length of 4 times the width of 3. This will also give us 12. Can also have a length of 12 and a width of 1. This should give us 12. It's up to you. I'll go for 4 and 3. So 4 and 3. 1 and 3 is right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I go this way and this way. So that area there is equivalent to 12. So this is 4 centimeters. This is 3 centimeters, of course, giving us an area of 12 centimeters. Question number 21. Here are 6 shapes, A to F, 6. Write the letters of the shape in the correct place on the Caro diagram. One has been done for you as a right angle and is a polygon. Okay, right angle basically 90 degrees and it's a polygon. Right angle and it is a polygon right there. So A has got right angles. Okay, I can show you that. That is a right angle right there. And it's a polygon. Polygon means it has got many sides that are straight, that are joined by the vertex joined by a straight line. Another one that has got 90 degrees is C, but C, although it's got an angle of 90, it's not a polygon because of this side here. So C is not a polygon, goes there. B does not have 90 degrees. D also, E has no. Then F has got 90 degrees right there, and it is a polygon. So F goes right there. The last row does not have right angles, and it's a polygon. Of course, B does not have right angles, but it is a polygon, main sides. D either does not have right angles but is a polygon. E does not have right angles and it is not a polygon. So E goes right there. Question number 22. Question number 22. A single ticket for a journey costs $1.25. Okay, 25 single tickets can be bought in a book for $27. Lily makes 25 journeys. How much does Lily save by using a book of tickets? Show your walking. So Lily makes 25 journeys. If she bought a single ticket, that will cost Lily 1.25. So let's find out how much Lily has to pay if she bought one ticket. So $1.25 times 25 times 25. This will be equivalent to $31.25 which Lily has to spend. But if she bought a booklet for 25 single tickets which cost $27, then Lily would have saved. To find how much you should have saved, we take away $27 from 31 which you should have spent, and we find this gives us $4.25. So $4.25 Lily should have saved. Question number 23. Here is a recipe for onion soup. Onion soup serves for 40 grams of butter, 2 large onions, 850 milliliters stock, and 3 teaspoons. Oliver makes soup for 6 people. Okay, show how he changes the recipe. Of course, for 4 people he needs 40 grams of butter. So for 4 he will need 40 grams. What about for 6 people? How much butter does he need? You cross multiply. So 6 times 40 divided by 4. This will give you 60 grams. So you'll need 60 grams of butter. For 4 people, he needs 2 large onions. So for 4, he needs 2 large onions. What about for 6? How many onions does he need? So you cross multiply again. So 6 times 2 divided by 4. This should give you 3 onions, 3 large onions. For 4 people, he needs 850 milliliters of stock. What about 6 people? How many milliliters will he need? Cross multiply. 6 times 850. You divide by 4. You do your math correct. You'll get 1,275 milliliters. So 1,275 milliliters. And lastly, for 4 people, he needs 3 teaspoons flour. What about for 6 people? How much will he need? So 6 times 3 divide by 4. So this will give you 4.5. So 4.5 teaspoons. Question 25. Look at these signs. This is less than sign. This is greater than sign. This is equal sign. Right? Sorry. I have skipped number 24. Let's go back first to number 24. Number 24. Question number 24. A mango costs $1.5. An apple costs 3/10 of the cost of a mango. What is the cost of 2 mangoes and 5 apples? Show your working. We are told that a mango costs 1.5. So 2 mangoes will cost 2 times 1.5. This will be $3. What about 5 apples? We are told that an apple costs 3/10 of the cost of a mango. So what is the price of an apple? So 1.5 times 3/10 of a mango. This should give us 0.15 times 3, which should give us $0.45 dollars. So an apple is $0.54. Therefore, the cost is $0.5 dollars and 5 apples. So 5 times 0.45. This should give you 5. 2.25. Therefore, you take the sum of that, the sum of this, which is $3 plus $2.25. This should give us $5.25. So $5.25. Now back to question 25. Look at these signs. We have less than, greater than, and equal sign. Write one of the signs in each box to complete the statements. 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5. This gives us 4. 4 times 20. 4 times 5 is 20. All right. But we know that, therefore, 20 divided by 5. This gives us 4. But 1/4 is equal to 0.25. So this is greater than 0.3 and third. 0.3 is in fraction form is 3/10. Okay, a third in decimal point is 0.333, and basically 0.3 is less than 0.33. Therefore, we have less than sign in that box. Number 26. Number 26. Here is a grid of numbers. Draw a path between two shaded numbers, passing only through prime numbers. You may not move diagonally, right? So from one of the shaded numbers, 19, prime numbers, I'm sure you know what that is. Prime numbers is a number that is not divisible by another number other than itself and 1. So we go through 17 and 7. Those are prime numbers. 20 is not a prime number. We go through 3, 11 is a prime number. 12 is not a prime number. 2 is a prime number. So we go through 2 and I end up in 5. So that is the line. Question number 27. Put brackets into these calculations to make it correct, right? Of course, this is multiplication, this is addition, and this is another multiplication right here. So we can put brackets right there. Basically what this means is 6 times 1.5 BODMAS. Remember BODMAS, brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So multiplication comes first. So this is going to be 6 times 1.5. This will give us 9.0. 9.0 plus 9.0 plus 4.9. This should give us 13.9. And 13.9 times 4. We can do long multiplication here. 13.9 multiplied by 4. 4 times 9, that gives us 4 times 9. This will give us 36 right there. 3, carry 3. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 12 plus 2 times 3 gives us 5. Carry 1. 4 times 1 gives us 4, plus 1 gives us 5. So we get our 55.6. So the bracket should be right there. Lastly, question 28. 4 children take part in a swimming relay race. The table shows their times in the race. Work out the total time taken by the team in minutes and in seconds. Here you need to add all of these times, total time. So it's 92.4 plus 86.7. What do you get? 9, 17. 17 plus 85.1. You get 2, 4, 6, 2 plus lastly 91.8. This should get 6, 5, 3. So 356. So this is in seconds. So we need to convert, of course these are seconds. We need to convert these seconds into minutes. 1 second, 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. And therefore 356 seconds is how many minutes? We divide by 60. So 356 divide by 60, right? Of course, this is going to be 5. 5 is going to be 300. 300. This gives us a difference of 5. Of course, 56 is less than 60. So we'll have 5 minutes and 56 seconds. So 5 right there and 5, 6 right there. Very well. It's great you have kept with me watching this video. But remember what I always tell my students: practice makes perfect. I encourage you to practice working out these questions yourself. As I have given you guidelines, you may get this same paper I'm solving right now from this website, solvedpapers.co.uk. Thank you very much. Let's meet in my next video. Cheers.